Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We continue with this, let's call it a waiting and watching game as the Storm Prediction Center continues with its marginal outlook for parts of East Texas and a slight risk in other parts of East Texas in the areas in yellow. And so that's the watching part. The waiting part is for any type of thunderstorm that could and may develop later on. It looks like through the next several hours we won't have anything happen. In fact, if we're going to see any thunderstorms, it may not come until after midnight tonight into early Thursday morning over East Texas. But remember that these outlooks go from 7 a.m. day one to 7 a.m. the next day. So this one technically is in effect from 7 a.m. Wednesday to 7 a.m. Thursday. And then a new outlook, of course, goes into effect Thursday. That outlook is much farther to the east. So this outlook is still in effect. It's, again, just an outlook. It talks about the potential for strong or severe thunderstorms, and there certainly is potential, but there are some factors that are limiting the ability for thunderstorms to form. One of those, if you look outside right now, you'll see how sunny it is. You'll notice that the clouds aren't growing vertically. They're sort of growing a little bit and then they're cut off. So there's a layer of warm air aloft. You need the air to continue to grow cooler for clouds to continue to grow vertically. So in this environment today, these clouds begin to grow and then they encounter that layer of warm air and the clouds just simply stop growing. And so you can't get enough energy. You can't get the thunderstorms to be, you can't get thunderstorms to form. There is potential, though. If you look at our severe thunderstorm potential, and this is tonight at 11 o'clock, it's in the pink. But the pink area is over deep East Texas, and this is where we may find more thunderstorm activity than anywhere else in the area. It starts to really wane back to the northwest of Tyler and up toward the Red River as thunderstorms in the evening hours will have already formed from Dallas up to, say, McAllister. Those thunderstorms will move into southeastern parts of Oklahoma. So it'll be southeast Texas or deep East Texas where we think maybe there's a chance of thunderstorms. And that disappears pretty quickly. So it's about 11 p.m. to maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and that threat is over, and then Thursday and Friday and the rest of the weekend look good. All right, another way to measure the intensity of the supercells or the strength of the supercells is to look at the lightning intensity. You'll notice if there are any thunderstorms forming out toward Wichita Falls, they are fairly weak. We want to see yellows and oranges if we're talking about intense updrafts and thunderstorms and the potential for hail. So we go later into tonight, crossing the Red River up into southeastern parts of Oklahoma. Now you start to get some stronger thunderstorms. This is where the thunderstorms could be rotating. These will be higher topped thunderstorms. You'll have stronger updrafts, and so there could be some large hail in those cells there. Out toward Waco, a developing cell, but that weakens. And then we fast forward to 5:15 in the morning over parts of Panola County, San Augustine County into Angelina County. Fairly weak thunderstorms there, with some lightning being forecast. All right, into Thursday, Friday, no lightning, and in through the weekend, of course, no lightning. All right, this is the slight risk for severe weather tomorrow. Notice that it does include a general outlook of thunderstorms. Again, 7 a.m. tomorrow, San Augustine and Sabine County and southeastern Panola County, and that will be it. And then the threat shifts off to the east with an enhanced risk from Jackson, Mississippi, all the way up through the middle Tennessee and parts of Alabama and the southeast. Severe wind gust tomorrow is also going to be off to our east. We're not going to worry about that. And the tornado threat, again, is working its way east of our area tomorrow. So it's this primary area tonight. Later tonight around 11 o'clock as we have those showers and thunderstorms moving through. Remember I showed you that lightning intensity? You can see how it kind of follows those brighter yellow returns on the radar. The thunderstorms are gone tomorrow morning. We have cloud cover, and then we get back to sunshine or clear skies by Thursday night. Friday's not a bad day. It's just a cool day. We'll have north winds, highs only in the upper 40s Thursday, low 50s on Friday. Moisture begins to move back in here Friday. Look at that. Rain and snow mixed in West Texas, maybe a couple sprinkles here across East Texas by the time we make it into the weekend. All right. Forecast high for Thursday, upper 40s, low 50s Friday and Saturday. Big warm up coming Sunday and Monday with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Rain chances, just that small chance Saturday for a couple sprinkles. Tuesday, 20% chance. And Wednesday, a 40% chance. There is a storm next week that could offer up a little bit of rainfall. In the next 7 days, if you take the contour, match it up with your legend, you're talking about a 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, and that is it. Rainfall report so far for the month of February. We're ahead in the rain gauge, except for Longview, a little bit behind there, but for the year, we're still running above. All right, next week, here's our next storm coming into the Pacific Northwest. We're bringing in Pacific moisture, so there looks like we have a chance for some rain here next Wednesday into Thursday. At this point, this would not be a setup that would suggest severe weather, so we'll certainly continue to watch that and see if we have any changes to that long-range forecast with these upper-level winds coming in. All right, here is the hour-by-hour forecast for Thursday. Again, basically in the 40s all day long. Stiff northwest winds and mostly cloudy skies. Highs should be in the upper 40s. Around the area tomorrow, 50 at Pittsburgh in our central counties, 53 at Gilmer, 48 at Athens, maybe 57 at Henderson, 53 at Jacksonville over Deep East Texas, closer to 60 degrees as it takes longer for the cold front to get there. Here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So mostly cloudy tomorrow, pretty steady temperatures all day long with those blustery northwest winds. Friday morning down to 30, Friday afternoon 52. Then Saturday morning we're cloudy, we're down to 29. We only warm up to 50 Saturday afternoon with winds out of the southeast. If winds were staying out of the north, that'd have us in the 40s on Saturday. But we have a southeasterly wind, so we should reach 50 degrees. Then Sunday, mostly cloudy, 41 in the morning. We'll make it up to around 68 Sunday afternoon. It's warmer Monday, but also breezy, mostly cloudy, up to 78. We have a frontal boundary stalled to our north Monday into Tuesday. And so because of that, we have a 20% chance for a shower Monday and a high temperature of 80. That front sags a little closer to us Wednesday. We have morning showers Wednesday, followed by some slightly cooler air moving in. High temperature around 73. Thursday, 72 for the high. Friday, mostly cloudy, right around 67 after a morning low around 51. And then Saturday, it's a 20% chance of rain. Morning lows around 52 and daytime highs, making it up to 64 degrees. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night. Keep checking back to CBS19.tv for updates on that severe weather threat as we keep an eye on the radar throughout the night.